morning, students. Now, today I am going to discuss types of adsorption. Now, types of adsorption. Adsorption is classified mainly into two types. First one is physisorption. And second one is chemisorption. Chemisorption. Now, physisorption is physical adsorption. Physical adsorption. That means the process which can be reversed by any one easier physical process. And chemical adsorption. Chemical adsorption. Here chemical bond is working, that is why it is called chemical adsorption. Now, physisorption. Physical adsorption occurs on account of van der Waals force of interaction. So, first point is here force of interaction is very weak between gaseous particle and solid adsorbent. Suppose we are taking this solid adsorbent. This is solid adsorbent, and on this gaseous particles are adsorbed. Now, this interaction between gaseous particle and solid adsorbent is due to van der Waals force of interaction. Van der Waals force of interaction, or we can say dispersion force. So, physical adsorption, gaseous particles adsorbed on the surface of solid on account of van der Waals force of interaction. Van der Waals force of interaction. But here in this case, in case of chemisorption, suppose anyone take example we are taking like hydrogenation, you have studied hydrogenation process. So platinum surface is provided for the reaction for hydrogenation process, and hydrogen is getting adsorbed on that. And when the process is getting over, that means unsaturated hydrocarbon is getting saturated due to hydrogenation process, then afterwards it is getting dissolved. And here a chemical bond formation takes place. So chemisorption occurs on account of chemical bond, not van der Waals force of interaction. So here first point about chemisorption is atoms or particles adsorbed on the surface of solid on account of chemical bond. On account of chemical bond. Now, that is why this force of interaction or this adsorption is called van der Waals adsorption, and it was explained by Langmuir. So that is why it is known as Langmuir adsorption, in which chemical bond formation occurs. So second point of difference is here van der Waals adsorption, van der Waals adsorption, and here second point of difference is Langmuir adsorption. Langmuir adsorption. Now, physisorption, here simply gaseous particles are adsorbed on its surface, as I explained. So it is easier to dissolve gaseous particle from the surface of solid. So that is why third point of difference. It can be this process, this adsorption process can be reversed easily. So it is reversible process. It is reversible process. And reason is what? Its reason is due to weakest van der Waals force of interaction. But in case of chemisorption, what we are observing, here there is chemical bond. So it is not easier to, suppose here this is solid adsorbent, and on this hydrogen atoms, or we can say molecules also, that can be adsorbed on it by forming a chemical bond. Here chemical bond is there, chemical bond. So due to this chemical bond, it is also reversible, but it cannot be reversed easily. So third point of difference is this process cannot be reversed easily. Now there are many more points of differences. So after this I am going to discuss next point of difference between physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. So next one point, as we know, this process is exothermic, it releases heat energy, and even chemisorption is also exothermic. They both depends on the nature of adsorbate also, that means nature of gaseous particle. So first of all, I will discuss about physisorption, how it is dependent on the nature of adsorbate. So as we know, this is van der Waals force of interaction, and in class 11th already I taught what is critical temperature. Critical temperature. Critical temperature. The temperature above which gas cannot be liquefied. The temperature above which gas cannot be liquefied. That means higher the temperature, higher the critical temperature of any one substance, then it will be more easily liquefiable. Higher the critical temperature is directly proportional to liquefiable gas. Liquefiable gas. That means higher the critical temperature, gas can be liquefied easily, and if it is easily liquefiable, Adsorption will be easier. Adsorption process will be easier because higher the critical temperature, van der Waals force of interaction will be greater. This means clearly we understood adsorption is easier. That means critical temperature is directly proportional to van der Waals force of interaction. Van der Waals force of interaction. So stronger the van der Waals force of interaction, more the physisorption. So now next important point of difference I am going to discuss. So next point of difference between physisorption and chemisorption. Nature of adsorbate. Nature of adsorbate, here we understood. Next point of difference, this is I think fourth point of difference. So higher the critical temperature, van der Waals force of interaction is greater. So physisorption is favored by higher critical temperature of a gas. Now I'll discuss in case of chemisorption how it is dependent on nature of adsorbate. Completely chemical adsorption is dependent on a particular gas only. It is specific for solid adsorbent. All the solid adsorbent, one solid adsorbent cannot adsorb all type of gases. So gaseous particles means adsorbent is specific. Adsorbent is specific for particular gaseous adsorbent. Adsorbent is specific for particular gaseous adsorbent. Now next turn is about temperature. As already I have discussed in my last video that if we are increasing temperature, here there is gaseous particle and weakest force of interaction, that is van der Waals force of interaction. So due to which we are observing what in case of physisorption, as the temperature increases, physical adsorption decreases. Reason is what? There is gaseous molecule and weakest force of interaction is there. Van der Waals force of interaction is weakest force of interaction. So due to which gaseous molecules will escape out and process will be reversed. And through Le-Chatelier's principle also we can understand here there is gas as adsorbent and solid as adsorbent, and this is reversible process. Adsorption process is going to be over. Adsorption and process is exothermic. It is releasing heat energy. So this process is exothermic, and according to Le-Chatelier's principle, if we increase temperature, that means extra heat energy we are providing. So if extra heat energy will be provided, then this process will be reversed. This process will move in backward direction to manage that extra heat energy, and gaseous molecule will escape out from solid adsorbent. So this process is reversible, okay. And one more thing, by increasing temperature, by increasing temperature, physisorption decreases. Now move towards chemisorption. In case of chemisorption, there is a chemical bond. Chemical bond is a strong bond, as I had discussed. So now we are going to dissolve gaseous particle from solid adsorbent, and there is a chemical bond. So it will be not easier to break that bond. After completion of process only, it will be dissolved and diffused away. So in this case, it is completely opposite. By increasing temperature, if we are rising temperature, then this process gets speeded up. Rate of adsorption increases in case of chemisorption, but increasing pressure is more favorable for chemisorption process. So this process is slow at low temperature, and I told you by increasing temperature physisorption decreases. That means it is favored by low temperature. It is favored by low temperature. This process slows down at low temperature and it increases, and its rate increases by increasing temperature. But if we will increase temperature after a certain period of time, it will be observed very high increase in temperature is not also favorable for chemisorption. Optimum temperature is required, not very high and not very low temperature, but high pressure is favorable for chemisorption. So more favorable factor is increase in pressure. More favorable factor is increase in pressure. Now next term I am going to discuss, it is forming physisorption. Physisorption, in this case, here there will be multimolecular layer formed. Means here this is solid surface, this solid surface is provided, and on this solid surface adsorption occurs. So here different type of molecules are getting adsorbed on it. Let you see, not only similar type of molecule, it is multimolecular layer. Here this is physisorption and it forms multimolecular layer. Now, why multimolecular layer? Because in physisorption, adsorbent is not specific for particular type of adsorbent. But in case of chemisorption, just opposite we are getting. Here there is lack of specificity. So two differences we got. One, it is forming multimolecular layer, and another one difference here, there is lack of specificity. here there is lack of specificity. Now move towards chemisorption. This is chemisorption process. In this process, we are observing what only one type of molecule, only one type of adsorbent will be adsorbed on the surface of adsorbent. So it is forming unimolecular layer. It is forming unimolecular layer. Unimolecular layer. And reason is what? It is highly specific for particular type of adsorbent. So highly specific. Highly specific. So 2 points of difference here I discussed about physisorption and chemisorption. So next point of difference, this is 6th one. So next point of difference we are observing what? Here there is lack of specificity about physisorption. This is next term, lack of specificity. Adsorbent surface is not specific for adsorbent molecule, and here highly specific. Adsorbent surface adsorbs only one type of adsorbent. Now next last point of difference, as already I discussed, it forms physisorption is forming multimolecular layer and chemisorption results in unimolecular layer. Results in multimolecular layer, and chemisorption results in unimolecular layer. Results in unimolecular layer. So whatever I discussed today, I think you all understood and this topic is clear. Now next day I will discuss, in next video I will discuss about adsorption isothermy. Thank you.